Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nima and this is Here is Nima, where we talk about all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle, feminine essence, feminine energy, self-love and development, along with a little bit of travel, a little bit of thriving in your single season, which I'm coming on this channel today to post another video in that series, which is exciting for me because yeah, what can I say? It's definitely one of my favorite things to talk about. Love, relationships, dating, things of that nature. Just, especially when you're just juicy and vibrant and you are aligned in your feminine and you are just living life authentically, as the woman that God created you to be, living in that alignment. So many things just come so much easier to in life when you are in that space. I had an experience recently where I was having some car trouble, and it kind of forced me to think, because I was alone when this happened and it was at night. And, for most women, this is kind of a scary situation. As women, we have evolved to kind of always kind of have that constant, be in that constant state of fear and wanting to make sure that we're safe, and always trying to make sure that we are safe, our children are safe. We're always kind of looking for those potential threats because of, just our world and how we've evolved to be as women. We've always had, threats around us, and we are physically the weaker sex. So, we're more vulnerable, especially as we, carry children, things like that. So that's just a little bit of the psychology behind why women, as women, we go through life that way. Obviously, in our modern day and age, we have so many, conveniences and so many technologies that prevent us from, a lot of the dangers that we have experienced, in times way, way, way back in the past, and even, several decades ago. So we're living in the safest time ever right now. So for me in this moment, at first I kind of was like, yeah, I am a little bit nervous. My car wouldn't start, and I'm in the middle of this parking lot. And thank goodness it was a safe area. I was really happy about that. I didn't see any, strange people walking around or have anybody approach me or anything like that. Now, one thing that I did not want to do is I did not want to ask for a jump start and keep walking up to people and asking them for a jump start, because I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. I didn't want to feel like, even more vulnerable than I already felt, just not having my car starting and things like that. By going up to random people and asking for help. Of course, that's something that you can do. But in my situation, I was like, I kind of don't even want to do that. Um, I just called, basically through my insurance. I was able to get like a company to come out and start my car. I waited about maybe like 25 minutes, and the guy came, he started my car, and I went back in the store where I was. I got a little snack and a little sparkling water to hold me over because it was really hot that night. And there was no AC. So I kind of just hung out. I hung out in the store, went back to my car, waited for him. He showed up, started my car, and I went on my way. And it was no big deal. So that was my story. That was my situation. I didn't have to pay anything. My insurance already, that's included in that. So, and that's another thing. We have so many structures in our modern day society that when things do go wrong, when things do go awry, we have so many systems set up to support us, especially us as women. And I'm somebody who, even though I do speak on a lot of these things, I believe in women being, independent and self-assured and able to do things on their own. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do a lot of solo travel, but I think it's all about your energy and your essence and how you approach it, right? Because I am the type of woman where I will have men help me wherever I go. If a man is around and he wants to, do something for me, if he wants to pay for something, if he wants to carry a bag, if he wants to, step up and do something for me to help make my life easier, even if I do have to ask. Like if I really can't carry something because it's actually heavy, most of the time I never have to ask because there's always a man around to see that and to offer that help to me. And that's just one example. But I wanted to offer this to all of you single ladies out there who probably feel like, you're just not supported. There's no man in your life who, you know, is there for you when you need them, or who kind of has your back when you need them, um, that you can call on when things kind of get tough. And I want to offer this to you because I have felt that exact same way. I actually had car trouble like a year ago where I literally broke down in tears because I was so sad that I didn't have I felt like I didn't have anybody in my life that I could actually call on, a man, to come and help me in that situation. And the fact of the matter is that was just not true. And I challenge you to really look in your life, look at the people in your life and ask yourself, who do I have? Who is around me that, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be, and I'm sure that we all have at least one family member that we can call, whether that be our dad, our brother, our cousin. When I sat down and I thought about this, I actually was like, actually, I have a lot of people, a lot of men, not even just people, men, specifically men in my life that I can call on for support if I need them. And I felt so much better when I actually sat down and I really thought about this. I'm like, if I was to call this person, I know that if they could not come and help me themselves, they could send someone. They could send help. They could pay for whatever service I needed if I needed that. They would be able to tell me what to do, you know? Um and I've had men in my family. I've had men that I've dated. I've had men, even random men, just step up to help me in situations when I needed it. And I would say the number one um, masculine presence that we have in our lives at all time would be our Heavenly Father, the one and only. You know who I'm talking about. God is our main masculine presence. He is the one. He is the one. And if you have any sort of faith, or I would say if you don't have any sort of faith, in God or in a higher being, um, going through this journey and kind of um, becoming more aligned in your feminine and your womanhood and living in that more authentic life is going to be very hard for you because as women, we are made for this. We are made for, having that spiritual connection with our creator, that divine connection with our creator, because we give life. We give life. And men, and not that men cannot also have that, but it's different for women. We have a different way of connecting with our creator because that's just how he designed us, and it's a beautiful thing. So I would definitely encourage you to, look into that, see, if that's not something that you share right now, that is something that's really, really going to be beneficial for you in your journey. And also just to know that at the end of the day, God has your back, okay? A lot of people talk about the universe, and God also created the universe. So I do believe in the universe as well. We can say God, we can say the universe. If that's what floats your boat, I choose to just say God because God has my back, and that's who I'm praying to every single night, every single day. That is who my faith is in. So that's what I choose to say. And, having God as my rock and knowing that I'm not going through this world alone, I'm not going through this life alone. I have Him, and I know that, no matter what happens and, the steps that I take, that I'm always supported. I'm always divinely supported, and I never really have to fear when it comes to that. And, I would challenge you that if you are a person of faith, a woman of faith, know that, walk in that knowing, and truly, don't be afraid. Know that things are going to work out for you. And believe me, I have had money come in when I needed it the most from different sources, okay, when I needed it the most. That is masculine provision and masculine protection, okay? And I do believe that no matter the source, no matter the avenue, that's coming to you, that it is God. It is God who is using those avenues and using those funnels to give you that support. And so that is just something that I feel so good in. I feel so rested and relaxed, and I guess if that's a word, rested and relaxed in. But I just feel so safe in that knowing, because, as a single woman, we can feel very vulnerable sometimes. I mean, even women in relationships feel vulnerable if they're not with partners that are truly that masculine provider protector for them. I know a lot of women that are super, super vulnerable to a lot of the nasty things in this world that their partner cannot protect them from, because they're not in alignment and therefore their partner's not in alignment. And so it is a very, very kind of, I guess, a nuanced thing as we are kind of on this journey and we're learning. But I want to just offer that to you guys, and never feel alone. Never feel like, there's no one there for you. That if you don't have a husband, or you don't have a man in your life, or you don't have, a boyfriend or whatever, that there's no support there for you, because there is so much support out there for you. God supports you, number one. And number two, you have people in your life. I guarantee you, you have men, not just people. I had to remind myself, not just people, men in your life, or masculine structures, organizations, entities that are there to support you. And like I was mentioning before with the example of carrying, heavy things, they will show up for you. All you need to do is be who you are meant to be, truly be in your feminine, be open to receiving them. Okay? And we have to stop this man bashing. We have to stop this, this believing that men are never there for us, or we have to do everything by ourselves anyways, and we have to be this Miss Independent because men never show up for us, and men are always... Those are just negative limiting beliefs. Throw them out with the rest of the garbage. That is not beneficial to you. Okay? And if you ever want to be with a man who is going to be that masculine protector provider and really be able to provide that structure for you, and give you that kind of resting place to really be able to be in your feminine and resting your feminine in a relationship that is just, divinely ordained and aligned and working and beautiful, and just everything that you ever dreamed of or wanted. Like, that's what I want. That sounds really, really pretty dang good to me. Okay, I'll take one. Yes. This is the kind of mentality that we need to have. So that is really all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that blessed you, and definitely make sure to leave comments down below. More topics that we can discuss on feminine essence, feminine energy, dating, thriving in your single season, and different topics like that. So yeah, that is just a little something that I just had to share with you girls, because yeah, it's for real. It's for real. And when you believe it, you're going to see how things continue to show, manifest for you and show up for you. It's incredible. And working on our beliefs is how we're going to get to our next level. So, and taking action, working on our beliefs and taking action is going to be how we get to our next level. And I'm just excited to bring you guys along with me on my journey. And I hope that, I am an asset and, a blessing in yours. So definitely make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and follow me on Instagram for some daily motivation. You guys know, if you follow me on Instagram already, I'm the quote lady. I love quotes and I collect them, and I've been doing so for years. So definitely make sure to check me out on there, and I will see you guys and you girls in the next one. Bye.